Ursuline has had a football team since we became co-educational in 1930. Damian Jones is the latest inductee to join those prestigious ranks. He was a 4-year member of the football team and a 3-year letter winner. Selected to the first team All-Steel Valley Conference, Damian was also an Ohio North-South All-Star selection and named Student Athlete of the Week by WYTV. The Irish were the Steel Valley Conference champions in his senior season and named the Division III Team of the Year by WFMJ. Damian is a graduate of Carnegie Mellon University and a product engineer at the Delphi Corporation. Ursuline fans, together, let's welcome Damian Jones into the Ursuline.
It's pretty cool. Wow, so 2013 is really turning out to be a great year as far as Ursuline-related things in my life go. Probably most importantly, my wife, who I happened to meet at Ursuline, being 6 months pregnant with our first child, has got us. Outside of that, my graduating class, the class of 1993, later on this year, having our 20th year anniversary, super special. And in addition to that, you know, this Hall of Fame induction is something that's super, super important to me. So when I found out I was going to be inducted earlier this year by Mrs. Fleming, I went to a good friend of mine who's happened to be at quite a few of these events and is here tonight, Dave Price, and asked a little bit of advice, you know, on what you do when you go up here. You know, how much time do you have, what do you say? And he gave me some important words. He said, one, try to go up and say something funny, and secondly, get off the stage. Because when it comes down to it, really only your family cares about what you're saying, and you can talk to them on the way home. So I'm going to take his advice and try to be very brief here, but I do need to try to use this opportunity to give some public thank yous to the people and groups of people who had made my time during Ursuline athletics what it was. Most importantly, probably my mom and dad. You know, going back to even 7th grade, prior to Ursuline, you know, we never really had to worry about rides to and from practice. Again, uniforms being cleaned every night. Even times when we weren't playing in the games, I could always hear my mom in the stands, regardless of how many people there were there, and again, whether or not me or my brother were playing. You know, she'd be yelling for friends of mine and everything, you know, Scoot, Trevor, and everybody. I could hear her yelling. So again, thanks Mom and Dad for everything. I definitely couldn't have done this without you. Secondly, I'd like to thank my teammates and coaching staff from the class of from the 92-93 football team. We really had a special group of guys, and our bonds actually started prior to Ursuline. You know, many of us met at about 12 years old, 7th grade, at Northeast Catholic Tar Heel football. Tar Heel! Being in Ursuline Feeder School, there were tons of us from around the community who first started our relationships there. And they went nowhere but up from there. Those to this day are some of my best friends. Many of them, again, are here in this room today. I appreciate the things that they had done for me to motivate me to be a better athlete. You know, seeing guys my sophomore year like Tim Terrell, Jason Williams, Scoop Stargell out on the field really made me want to do my best to follow after them and get out there as well. So I definitely appreciate all of you guys, whether you knew it or not, for making me the athlete that I am right now. Also our coaching staff, Coach Angle, Coach Toth, Coach Roland Smith. Those guys didn't just prepare us and motivate us, but many of those guys you know, were special to us even beyond Ursuline years and outside of the football field. They continue to be close friends and mentors, not just to us, but many people or many student athletes that came from the Ursuline community. So I definitely like to thank all of them as well. Finally, the Ursuline community as a whole. You know, Ursuline continues to be something that's very influential in my life today. Again, it's the place where I happened to meet my wife. It's the place where a lot of my lifelong friendships were galvanized, and it's the place that helped to build the building blocks that took me to the next level, whether it be college or corporate America, or again, any other aspects of life. So I appreciate the community as well. Thanks for this tonight, and go Irish.